So whatever it takes. Oh my God. Today we are here, upscale with Jonelle, with the Kandi-Burruss-Tucker. And I just have to say, like, you have transformed into this amazing actress. I love your
Thank
acting.
you.
I don't see Kandi when you act. Like whatever character you are, I only see that character.
Thank you. That means a lot to me
Yeah.
because it's when as I was, really trying to like push forward and doing more acting, you always hope that people can see you as the character and
Yes.
not just put me in a box of Candy, what you see on Housewives or whatever.
Right, right. And you are a whole comedian in yourself. Like, I'm like, see, I tried the comedy thing. I think you should have did a stand-up comedy.
My husband told me that one time. So I was like, I think you can really do stand up if you needed to.
Yes, because your faces, and then you should say whatever's on your mind. You got enough stories for the last 10 years to just keep our
Right.
audience captivated.
You're right.
Speaking of
Yeah, that would
which,
be funny.
all the women in whatever it takes have enough stories. But I can see like, oh yeah, that's Michelle. Oh, that's definitely Allison in LA. Like I
Yeah.
see relationships, which reminds me why I'm single. I've been divorced for 34 years.
Wait, 34 years?
Divorced
Wait, how long were you married?
5 years.
Oh, you were married for 5 years. Okay.
Yes, at 19. Like I'm just
Oh, okay. You
doing the
married
math. You
young.
know, I'm old.
Well, I mean, you married young.
Yes, but everything, okay, I always have to look, did a female write this story? And I knew it. Like
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's
the dope thing about whatever it takes is like, first of all, Tami Roman is she's the executive producer and she's also starring in it with me or whatever.
wow.
She's a dope actress, right? And I just thought it was pretty cool of her to choose me to play this role, you
Yeah.
know? And for those who don't know, like the movie is about a woman who has an adult son. My friends have never met my adult son. So, needless to say, when they meet him, one of them ends up hooking up with him,
Yeah.
and that causes issues in the friendship. So, it's a really really good movie, and it's funny as I don't know what, but it has its emotional parts too.
It does. It does. So you said your husband, your ex-husband turned fiance.
Oh, in the movie, yes,
Yes. So
yes,
many women do that. They get divorced and then they end up like dating. And I'm just be like, no, and I'm done. There's no looking back.
right, yeah. I'm
Do you
not really
believe
that
in
type
that?
either.
Do you believe in never go back to what broke you?
Yeah, I just never was the type that like once I was over it, I moved on to the next. It'd be like on to the next. Uh,
Right.
I don't need have the guys like that I dated in my past. Sometimes I be done forgot that I dated them. Or either like they be so far to the level of my mind, like I'd be wondering like how did I
You
ever
gotta start thinking like I must have been going through a rough patch.
right.
You were young and rich. Hello. So you can do as you please and say bye-bye.
Hey,
That's why
everybody
you had options.
hey, we all had options.
So was the root of the movie like since you talked to the EPs and you were right there with Tammy, like was it to let women see how they look when they do these situations, when they accept it, or was it just something fun? Because I felt there was a lesson to be learned.
Well, I think overall, there are a lot of lessons in the movie, right? Each woman in the cast were going through their own thing.
Yes.
My character, she for one, she kept reaching back to the past, trying to make things work with her last husband, which she should have been moved on from him, but at the same time, she also was holding on to her son as if he was a little boy and not respecting the man that he was becoming.
Right.
So it was like all of those things in one. Whereas Tammy, she was not. I mean, she felt like her man wasn't doing enough. Like when
Oh
she
my
met him, he
God.
had money. Now he don't have money, but so she, was looking at the other guy who did have money and sneaking around with him not knowing that he ain't no good either. Like,
Right.
so it was a lot of lessons, a lot of little jewels
Yeah.
and nuggets in that
It was
movie.
hilarious. And Brely is such an amazing actress too.
She is. She
She's
is. She's
good.
funny too.
Yes, all of you guys together. So I'm assuming nobody auditioned, that they handpicked each person. They had to.
I think she did. I think Tami
Had to.
handpicked everybody.
Yes, because everybody, when you're writing, like when you did with things you do, who could play what. And
Right.
another thing I admire about you, when it comes to business, it doesn't matter if you have personal conflicts. Like you like, okay, if this can make us money, okay, that's over there. Now let's get to this. Because you
Right. We gotta get to the
isolate
money.
situations. You just isolate that.
You
Don't let
have
it
to.
stop your bag.
Right. I mean, I grew up in a girls group, and with a girl
Oh,
group, we done had all kinds of drama. Y'all seen some of it play out on TV. But, even as kids, like there were times that we'd argue, or I remember one time we had a physical fight and still had to come do a performance together the next
oh.
day. So it's like,
So
you
you
just
was
have
a
to
whole
learn how
actress
to,
a long time ago.
you said what?
You were a whole actress a long time ago.
Yeah. You just have to figure it out, make it do what it do.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna act like I like these girls today. For the audience, for the audience. I love it. So, because when I watch the male who make movies, when the men directors and it's women
Mhm.
involved and it's a situation, I asked one director, why are all your movies about you and your wife put together? Her friend was beautiful. She pushed up, you cheated, and didn't think the friend was going to like tell. I said, every movie, I'm like, is this something that is plaguing you? And he just started laughing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's always a little bit personal, a little bit, theatrical. But I
Yeah,
think that the real
sometimes.
truth in all fairy tales, it has to be based on something to be funny.
Well, that's true, but sometimes it's not necessarily your story,
Yeah, it may not be your
You
story,
could be
it's
writing
somebody's
somebody
story.
else's story.
Yes, absolutely. And you know that as a songwriter as well.
Right.
Right. So everybody, you guys, if you're sleeping on all these BET Plus movies for $9.99, just stream. Drop your cable bill.
It's
Cause
a lot of great movies out there on BT Plus. I mean, right
it
now I'm
is.
in a Christmas movie. Well, I'm in Whatever It Takes. And my husband, not my husband, but my son, Ace, he's in a movie called Favorite Son.
I
And
knew
they
he was gonna be in this movie, and I was just like, okay, let me see. I got all the way to the end, but I have 10 minutes left. So I'm like, is Ace gonna pop out?
Yeah, no, and Favorite Son Christmas, that's the one that just came out last week. He's in that one. Like he has, some speaking parts in that one.
Yeah, it's on my list. It's on my list. Okay. I only have so much time in the day to watch movies, and at the end of the night, like 1 a.m. when it's finally calm, I try to watch
Yeah.
movies. That's when I wake up. The phone shouldn't be ringing. Well,
Right.
being a single woman like myself, the phone shouldn't be ringing after midnight. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you so much for the interview. The movie is hilarious. Keep doing all that you do. The shy, you did that part, honey. Whatever they
Thank you.
threw to you in that script, you was like, okay, I got this.
Well,
Last
thank you.
question. How long does it generally take you to memorize your lines to rehearse the script?
Oh,
Because you have a lot going on. I don't know how you retain everything.
I don't know. It's like, I mean, typically, sometimes it depends on how many pages I have to remember. Like I can like really learn it same day, or sometimes right before it's time to go do the scene, we be in our trailers, be learning the scene. I do that all the time.
Well, I mean, you don't have a choice, okay? You like,
Right.
oh, I can't wait till I get on that flight so you can read the script.
But it's always better to have somebody read with you, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
then you really can remember it easy.
Yeah, especially when you can say it out loud, because then you can
Right.
test your tones on the tone levels. Like, do I need to say like this or like this?
Right. It's an app where you can record yourself saying the other people's lines. so that you can go back and forth with yourself.
Does it change the voice or no?
No, no.
Oh, okay. See, that's
I
I
use
know
it
you
like
gonna
I
create
use it.
that app by next week now.
Ah,
All the actors will be downloading it. Cause you know how
yeah,
hard it is to find somebody to read with you. And when you
yeah,
have to have a man read the woman's part or vice versa, you don't get
right.
the same feeling. All right, I just want my 2%. That's it.
Okay.
For creative concept. All right, thank you so much. And everybody
All
to
right.
BET Plus, whatever it takes, and the perfect son, so we can see our ace grow up right before our eyes. Okay.
All right. Thanks
You.
for talking to me. It's always good talking to you, Janelle.
Yes, you too. You already know. You already know. Bye bye.
Bye.